Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we got our steel facilities actually done down here, which was kind of fun and exciting. I was surprised we got it done that quickly, actually, truth be told, but we have all of that done. We now just need to start plumbing in the I always say steel bars, but they're not steel bars, steel beams. We need to get them up here so that we can start making the encased industrial beams. So that's what we're going to be getting on with immediately today. The bit we need to do after that is we need to start producing enough concrete to feed all of this, which is something we're able to do, but yeah, that's going to be the next step, and that's going to be interesting because of how much concrete we need. So we've got a logistics layer here. Okay, so we're going to want to pull this one out. And probably that one, and we've already got that one. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we need to bring this up. So we'll just do that, and you're going to be receiving. Okay, I'm surprised I don't have the little line there to tell me that's lined up, and that looks pretty dead straight if you ask me. Right, so they've gone upstairs, and then we need the same here, so it's on this line, and we are here, so there. It should feed that nicely. Cool, okay. So that's got it going up to the logistics floor, which is fine. So then we're going to put a head on here. Right, okay. And then I'm going to put immediately a merger on this, feeding out that way. We'll grab our lift head, feed it out like that, straight in there. Cool. And then I think I'm going to bring this one straight up. Put that to straight and feed straight in there. Cool. Good, that's all moving as it should be. Lovely. Cool, so those guys are now going to start collecting their steel beams to manifold it. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Now, next thing we need to do is we need to sort out the concrete, which is going to be interesting. So, first off, we're going to take that down. And I think I'm actually going to change which direction that's facing, so we're going to take that down as well. And then we're going to want our miner mark 2, except this time I'm going to spin you this way. So you're pointing into our factory, and then we'll give you your overclocky whatnots back. Right, and we did find another limestone node, didn't we? I'm sure we did. Over there. Okay. 200 meters. That's not bad. Oh, yeah, it's just the other side of this. Yeah. That's fine. Yes, we can make use of this. I mean, we've got hostiles over there, but we'll see if they come after us. I'm kind of watching him out the corner of my eye. Come on. I really don't want any of this limestone. Right, there we go. And then... oh, I don't have the... portable miners, that's fine. We'll get some of those made up. It's to the point where it might actually be worth automating them and just leaving them in the... whatchamacallit now? Fix it. There we go. In the dimensional depot. Like, I never used to worry about them too much, but right, cool. There's that. And then miner mark 2. Because you're on the curve, we're gonna. I don't mind pointing you on a curve. I'm gonna overclock this one as well, which means that's gonna way overproduce what we need. Right, you're on a curve. You can't quite get up here. That's fine. Come on. Oh, I need to give it some power. That's not too bad. Because we can just pull off that line. There we go. That's now got power. Okay. So this has now shut down. So now we can take this down. This gubbins. Okay. So that was just to give us some concrete while we were still building it over here, so we didn't have to go backwards and forwards. So that's fine. Bring all this down. Cool, okay. And now, we bring this over here. We need 15, no, not 15, 17 constructors making concrete. Which, like I say, I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Okay. So many of these random trees in the middle of our workspace. Bring all them down. Right, okay. So, what I think we can make use of is this steel manifold here. Because we can... I've got to be trying to be careful of that lift, though. That's the only bit with it. So if we put you there... because, I mean, that's 8. If we then set the next one to be... whoa, auto connect... snap it in. Yeah, that's the only thing. Auto connect won't work with this because it's not... yeah, we've not put the conveyors at the end. Okay. So that's fine. Auto connect is kind of irrelevant then on this one. We just want to blueprint that out. So that is then 16 that we can do. Okay, that's fine. And okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do something funky with the limestone here because of how we've got this set up. So actually going to be doing that with it for the feed in. Okay. And then we need, what, 2 more. Okay, so we can just manually plumb those in. Cool. In like that. One of them needs to be set to... What is it? 40%. Actually, we didn't need that one at all. So we'll just put that straight in there like that, and we'll just hook that in like that. Cool. And then you need to be making concrete, as all of these do. No. Right. And then you need to be making concrete. Copy. We can paste all this in. Whoa. I've got a roof here slowing me down. Oh, now I have. Ironically, the slowing me down on the jumping makes it faster to get where I need to go. Okay. And then... Whoa. Hook you into that. And you into that. Okay. So then... we run this over to the here. That's going to need a ramp. Where are we? Builder, foundations. So we could do a 1 meter ramp to make it nice and gentle, because we've got the space for that. Yeah, so I think we do that. Okay, that then means, right, we need to put the power back in there. You come in like that, and then we can set you to go straight. Cool, okay, so there's that one fed. And then the next one is going to be... there. You're going to go into that lift. Right, you need power. Which is doable. There we go, there's power for that half. Go, hook the whole thing together. So that's going to do all of that. And then we just need to bring the concrete over from over here up to it. Okay. Now then, if we grab that, keep that on the curve. Okay, what I think we then do here is I think we go and we'll put a steel wall in here for it to come to. And then if we go to logistics, we can put... where's that? That's there. That like that. And then if we grab, not the foundation, the belt... set that to straight. How's that going to look? Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Put that back to curve. Put that back to straight. And that should be pretty much all of our concrete done. Oh, hang on. Why has that got stuck? There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, so now we're feeding all of this, making an absolute flipping metric ton of concrete. Now, for what we need coming off of this, we then need 180 units to go up to the encased industrial beams. Okay, that's fine. So that means we need that going up there, which means we're going to want to do a little bit of jiggery pokery here. So what I'm thinking is, you're all coming this way, aren't you? Yeah, you're coming out here. So I'm thinking if we put one there, probably not actually in. Right. No, not the constructor. I want the stackable conveyor pole. Right, if we put you there. Set that to straight to come up and into that one there. Love the spaghetti we're going to have. Grab that merger. There. Okay. Now this is where we would ideally need aluminium. But actually, no, we should be fine. Because I don't think we're going to be outputting enough. So, what we then do is we then grab this. Now we need a splitter. And now we're going to do a bit of load balancing, which I know all of you love. You love it when I load balance. So we're going to want to merge here. And because we specifically need 180, that means we want to send... What on earth was that? Right, 60 and 120, which together make 180 out of this splitter. Which means we've then got our offshoot here that's going to go straight upstairs. So, we need to pretty much get it up to this logistics floor, don't we? And then we can run it all the way up to that logistics floor. So if we go and plonk it here. Okay, which means we need a Mark III lift. Right, and then... There we go. Oh, look at that. It's almost like I lined it up on purpose. It's going the wrong way then upstairs. Right. Take that down. Let's do it from downstairs first. So. Mark III. You're going to be receiving. You're not perfectly lined up, which is a shame. So let's try and get you perfectly lined up, shall we? In fact, if I just do that, merge that way, and then we can go... I mean, straight kind of looks alright there. There we go. So there's our 180 going up to here. We'll continue feeding up. In theory, we've then got another floor along here. Which you'll need to go up through. now you're on our logistics floor, which means I should be fine. I just need to navigate around the lift, which we can do. So we'll grab that. Why are you saying you're... Okay, where's that broken? That broke there. Okay. Right, come on then. Gonna send that up now? No. Why is that not sending it up? Because that's definitely working on that lift hole. It should just need a cap. And yet that's now... Why is that not connecting? Did I do it wrong down here? That's gone in there. Okay, so that's filled in. It's gone there. Okay, so now you've gone up. That was weird. Okay. You're gonna go up again? Yeah, okay. Oh. Come on. Okay, so now you're meant to be going up this way. Okay, alright, weird. Sure, you do you. Right, send that over there, and we'll go the other way around the lift. And then we also need to come around here. Because we need to give this one its... basically feeder hole. Right, you're now going to be outputting like that. Have you come in sideways like that. And then... Yeah, still not quite made it. There we go. Cool. Okay, so that's now running all of that, which is great. That lift head looks too tall. So let's just lower that. Take that out for a second. Rehook that back up. There we go, that looks better. It's not quite so wobbly coming off there now. Right, okay. So, that should be bringing the concrete over. Yeah, it's on its way. Oh yeah, look, some of it had made it in. Excellent. So you're making your reinforced beams. Yeah, there they are at the end. Huzzah! Okay. This is looking promising. The whole structure is an absolute god-awful looking mess, but it's functioning. Right, okay. So the last step is going to be these heavy modular frames. And for that we need 3.2 manufacturers. Okay. This is where it all comes together. So I'm going to keep expanding out towards the train factory. Or the train station. And it might be that we actually try and enclose the train station in whatever final superstructure we have for this facility. But for right now, don't need assemblers anymore. We need 4 of these bad boys. And have we got the stuff to make 4 of them? We need some modular frames. Well, isn't that handy? Okay.
I would have done it differently.
Of course you would, Ada. Right. 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Okay. So then we need to start now basically feeding all of this up. So this is where I'm going to dismantle that, and that's not left us with some stuff. Okay, I really... Oh no, that was what I was looking for. Thought we were going to have a crate. Right, I'm going to bin all that stuff because we don't need it. Right. What we need is going to be logistics, stackable conveyors, and we need that many. Up to the middle here. Come to the end. Okay. So then, if we grab our Mark 1 belts here, and try and do a UE with them. Come on. Why are you... Why is it doing that? And in here. And we can run this all the way down. Straight doesn't seem to be wanting to play ball. So let's go with default. Because then that will get it back on track. That's fine. Okay. And then you're going to go in here. And again, we can... Yeah, like that's snapping. Good. Okay. Well, that's the one I'm worried about because it was... Or was it that one? Okay. No, they all seem to be playing ball. It must have been that one that was in the middle of a belt join that I was worried about. No, it was... It was this one. Because that isn't working. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We'll just redo that there then. Really don't care about the modular frames or a single piece of concrete. Right, and then you're going in there. Okay, cool. That's now getting powered up. Nice. And you guys are making this one. Yeah. Because I'm not touching screws at all. So this is the one you're making. This first one we're going to set to the 20%. Okay. Cool. Right, so now I need to get the rest of the materials up here and some power for it. But that is going to be where we're going to pick up next episode just to finish that off because I don't want to run this one too much longer. But we're definitely making progress, and I'm super pleased with that. After we've got this up and running, and we've automated that, our next task is going to be unlocking phase 3 and starting probably to work towards aluminium, because aluminium is going to be a big shift for us and an ability to have. And I know there's aluminium patches up there because we built the aluminium factory in our last playthrough. I think it was about... Where did we do it? Ooh. I think it was about over there. That kind of area. Don't remember exactly, but that's something we're going to have to work towards. And like I say, in my spare time, I'm going to have to try and fill in this monstrosity to make it not a set of floating platforms, which is going to be fun. Right, we also need to put a lift bit in here. So I'm going to start wrapping up now and saying, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a channel member, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with any relevant blueprints for them. And also you get, more importantly, you get early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.